Okay, next up is music bank performance.
Hey, you're running from what you can't escape.
Mic is on.
Come away.
Not that I'm surprised,
I
don't
put
come at
you
me.
under some kind of state. Astray. So
Yeah, that
watch
hairstyle is
me
very, very chic.
hypnotize you with my eyes. You with my
So this is
eyes.
yeah, the outfits
Make
from the
you
video and from what we just watched.
fantasize.
Okay, I'm gonna go straight into Inkigayo before I comment.
Hey,
Ooh, okay, we got new
you're
outfits
running
this
from
time.
what you can't escape. Come away. I put you under some kind of state. Astray.
Okay,
So watch me
interestingly, I don't know if
hypnotize
it's the
you
sound
with my
system or the engineering,
eyes. You with my
but it seems like
eyes.
Inkigayo has
Make
better
you fantasize about me
audio mics. I don't know.
tonight. I'm
Something.
hypnotizing. Why?
This is full
Why?
cam, by the way, so the camera's there.
Why? Hypnotizing. Why? Why? I got you hypnotized. Cause every time I clock tick tock like this, never let us fail. I
I
catch
love
you in
those
the maze.
shorts.
Always on top, top, top.
These outfits, I
Hypnotizing.
actually,
Got you doing what I want all night. Wake up to the click of
they're like
sound.
pirate
Open up
couture.
your
They
eyes.
remind me
Watch
of
me,
like
watch me
Vivienne Westwood,
hypnotize. You'll be where I want you every
a few
night.
modern
You'll be
designers
enough
that
to
I
feed your
can't think of
appetite.
the names
Draw
off
in
the top of my
hypnosis,
head.
don't lose your mind. Command becomes
Little
your
Jean Paul
desire.
Gaultier.
In your consciousness, now your mind is of no consequence. I bet you never seen a girl so confident. Cut the
That move
consequence.
reminds
That's
me
just
of
karma. So
Stray Kids
watch me
Backdoor.
hypnotize you with my eyes. You with my eyes. Make you fantasize about me
I love the choice of a coat on stage. Guys, these outfits for me are gold because first of all, I own a lot of corsets because I like to pretend I am living in a Caravaggio painting or whatever. Um, I love Victorian fashion, steampunk, so I'm loving this. Shout out to Harvey's thighs because that's a hard position to hold. Oh, Coco's outfit is everything though. Like the baggy pants with the like little line of rhinestones on their, what is that? Like above the sole? But like pink pirate boots, I love. They hit it so hard on that part of the choreo. Also, for the pink and green hairstyles, are those wigs? Or did they just dye their hair like real quick? Okay, that was fun. Okay, so I have comments on both performances. Like I said, this Inkigayo audio I liked better, and some people you're probably going to give me shade for this, and that's fine. But I think the reason I liked the audio better on Inkigayo is because first of all, I think the backing track was louder. So you get the parts of the song filled in, like some of those layering and some of the what are they called? It's not ambient sounds, atmospheric noises, right? Like this is something that fellow producers and other musicians will know. When you're composing a track, especially tracks like this, especially in house and other EDM genres, you have atmospheric sounds where it's just kind of this and sometimes they're just really distorted versions of the melody or really distorted versions of background vocals, so that they're like still in the same key and they still have the same kind of chord progression. But people don't understand this is why you need backing tracks, right? It doesn't matter how good of a singer you are or how good of a performer you are. That kind of stuff is what makes the sound full. And for some reason, I think with Inkigayo, if you're an audio engineer, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just guessing as to why I liked it better. They that was turned up, right? So there was a better mix of their live voices and the backing track. Um, Simultaneously, I do think they were stronger vocally overall in the second performance. The first performance, there was moments that they were flat, and there were moments that they were breathy because of obviously the choreo. And there was one moment, I don't remember it was part of the choreo, but there was like a bounce, a jump that has to be done, and you could hear that, and that's what you would expect, right? That's again, it doesn't matter if you're really really good at what you do. There are only a few performers, and I'm not trying to start fan wars here because you guys know how I feel about fan wars, but there are just one or two groups that have such strong diaphragms and such strong lung control that they can overcome those jump moments, especially. That being said, every singer, if they were doing this kind of choreo, would probably be a little bit flat and a little bit breathy. So that is not necessarily a criticism. But some of you say that you enjoy my channel because I'm honest. So that's my honest critique of the first performance of Music Bank. Um, and I don't know which performance they did first, so there could have just been a case of nerves. Like I'm sure you may love to prop them up as being, you know, top notch professionals, which they are. But even top notch professionals get nervous, especially when you're doing a comeback. The stakes are high because it's your first full album, and Korea, you know, I would be nervous to perform in Korea too, because you could have everything perfect about your performance, and they're gonna be like, yeah, but her skin was a little bit too dark that day. Or she hit that B flat a little bit too sharp that day. And then it goes all over the forums. And it's all over. There's a Naver article about it. And then it shows up on koreaboo.com. Like, so again, this is not a critique in a way to degrade the talent and the excellence that it takes to pull off performances like these. So that's my note about sound, audio, performance specifically. Fashion wise, like I said, I actually like the Inkigayo outfits better. Because I think even though the first performance, these outfits are from um, the music video, which I think is great, and I'm going to guess that that's probably their first performance, which again would explain slight nerves potentially. Because I also think, real quick side note, I also think they seem to be enjoying themselves a little bit more in Inkigayo than the Music Bank. I think Music Bank, they were just very focused on getting everything right. You could see a little bit of thinking going on during the choreographies, which again makes sense if it's your first day, like premiere of that live version. Anyway, the outfits. Second outfits, I love because it's again it's kind of the opposite of what they were saying in the behind the scenes of the music video. In the behind the scenes, they're talking about how they are the sirens, right? They're hypnotizing you. They're dressed up in these kind of gorgeous underwater couture, like lots of iridescence and literally wearing pearls and these long nails, but also like these slightly off-putting scariness of what a siren is versus what a typical mermaid is, right? And then, interestingly, in the Inkigayo performance, they're dressed as the sailors, kind of the pirates. Like there was a lot of pirate fashion here, like these billowing sleeves and these the pirate boots that I pointed out. Um, so I think that's really cool. It's like the other side of the coin in styling for the same song. Like that's genius. I fucking love that. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Two two enjoyable performances, one great and one good. That's my rating on that. So if that upsets you, that's fine. But you know, there's plenty of other reaction channels you can watch if you just want to like bop along and be excited. And that's not a dig, but I'm here to actually talk about stuff and analyze. So that's what we're doing. It was worth getting it out of the way in the best way because I've been just trying to like put it off and like, oh, I can't listen to this song yet. I can't look at any of the content related to it. I can't watch other people's reactions because I do. I love watching other people's reactions as well. So I'm glad that I've taken the plunge. She's on theme too. Really enjoyed that. I'm very much looking forward to hearing the rest of the album. So I think besides the interviews that I mentioned, that will be coming up soon. So go join me on Patreon. I will put the link in the description for you. Thank you and good morrow. Bye.